It's time for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hold on to your butts.
Blumpkin and Friends.
Blumpkin and Friends.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and I'm all by myself, and it's been some time since the last episode, Christmas to be exact. And why is that? Because everybody's too fucking busy or has bad backs. So what you get today is a collection of just random leftover shit and a couple of new readings from the Book of Blumpkin. Without further ado, enjoy! So speaking of my dad bod status, obviously I work out quite a bit. I try to keep my weight down as best I can. Yes, I fucking work out every day, motherfucker. That is true. Now, you remember when I went to the beach with the kids for my birthday?
No.
I went to the beach that you like so much. I even invited you, but you couldn't go because you said, oh, I better not go swimming. I just got my pussy waxed 20 minutes ago.
Oh, it was that time. Okay, yes, I do remember now.
Okay. So when I take the kids to the beach, I'm just going to admit this, I fucking suck it in the whole time. Except when I'm under the water, then I can release.
Yeah, that a boy.
But when I suck it in and flex, you can see abs. So I go there to make the other dads that are fatter than me feel self-conscious. It's like I'm exuding dominance.
No.
I'm demonstrating value. It's part of the Dennis system. Don't you watch It's Always Sunny?
That's your value?
Is that I'm in shape, yes.
You're a shape. You're a shape.
I'm in shape.
A shape.
What's your cardio game like? How many push-ups can you do? Jumping jacks, jogging?
Jumping jacks are easy.
Okay, take your arm. Flex your muscles.
No.
Let's see what
Get
you got.
away from me.
Come on, flex your fucking arms.
That's a shape too. I don't have to assert my dominance because I am dominant.
Uh-huh.
Dominant people don't have to dominate all the time.
I see. I don't know, one thing I thought that I could do to try to combat tightening up my core was there was a span of about 2 weeks where the kids wanted to try punching me in the stomach to see if they could hurt me. And I just would suck it in and flex, and they just keep punching me. So I said, you know what, just keep doing that, but don't warn me first. So I was always braced for it. And if you suck it in all the time, like apparently you're supposed to, if you're in the military, you know, chest out, suck in your gut, and then that helps strengthen your core. So when you're stacking the liquor bottles on the shelves at work, just suck it in.
Well, I do. It's called holding my breath because I hate every moment of it.
What are you, hoping for death?
I'm hoping somebody would accidentally, on purpose, bump my ladder as I'm climbing on it.
Accidentally, on purpose. That's not going to make you skinny. That's just going to make you fucking break your legs or end up with a head injury.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
I've been very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it. Take that dick. Take it. Show me you fucking love this cock. Take it. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something. Congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the Book of Blumpkin.
I would just like to point out, to paint the picture for you, that I work on the 3rd floor of an office building, and we have a men's bathroom, but there's only one stall. Now, there's another men's bathroom down on the 1st floor, but I don't have the kind of muscle discipline in my ass anymore where I should risk hopping in the elevator for that 30-second ride down to the other bathroom with the multiple stalls. Why is that a problem? Because I frequently take shits at work. And when I do, I tend to find random piss drops all over the seat before I sit down to drop that deuce. So this goes out to the other gentlemen in the building. Seriously, wipe up after yourself, you sloppy bastards. Worse off, the seat, it's not even a full ellipse. Alright, it has that break in the front where you can see the rim of the bowl, and there's piss on that. And I think to myself, and sometimes out loud, is it really that big, or are you just so old and fat that you can't see it and just drip all over? Like, does your gut extend so far forward when you sit down that you're operating solely by feeling of no ability to see your dick? Are you Jabba the Hutt in a fucking toilet stall? Because if so, you might want to think about trying that keto diet or swallowing a couple of tapeworms. It got so bad that I sent an email to the maintenance staff that the bathroom needs to be cleaned, or asking him if he can put out an email to the other gentlemen on staff there at the social work building, of which there are a grand total of 7 of us that work on that floor. So it's a pretty narrow pool of who's doing this shit. And I said, can you please make remarks about cleaning up after yourself? Yesterday I went to go sit down to poop. And when I sat down, the seat was wet because someone had peed on it. And worse off, when I stood up to clean the seat, I noticed there was a small puddle of piss in front of the toilet. So whoever it is that apparently cannot aim without spraying the entire stall down with their DNA either needs to start wearing adult diapers or just do it outside. Jesus Christ. Funny thing was, is the next day and every day thereafter, no more problems with piss on the seat or the floor. So thank you, building maintenance guy, for putting that email out in your own professional language and helping me get my point across. And to all you old guys that had to face the reality that your dick does not function properly, sorry for you. Okay, so when I knew I was going to have a boy, I was like, uh-oh, they're going to want to see what's happening when I change him, or they're going to notice what happens when I change him.
Oh, sure.
For the longest time, I made them turn away or leave the room because they have yet to see my dick.
That's a good thing.
I am very particular about making sure they do not see my cock. I don't want them to see my dick and make a comment. And it's just now they're realizing that, like, I don't have a vagina.
Okay.
They'll
That's
say,
what makes you different.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Dad, your boy Giny. I'm like, I'm just going to let it slide even though you're almost 10. That's fine. You can say boy Giny. I don't care. Only once have they said balls.
Probably because they heard it from you.
And 2 or 3 times they said penis. I'm like, don't say that word, please.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for you to say the word penis or to even know about penises. I still fucking sit down to piss like my old man trained me to, because he had some weird thing about potty training and not wanting me to piss all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Which some people say, oh, that's gay, you sit down to pee. I'm like, well, 1, my kids haven't seen my dick. And 2, I can relax without having to aim, especially in the middle of the night.
And you can just fart away and you don't have to worry about if there's something in there or not.
And my dad obviously was onto something because he never had to clean up a piss spill on the floor.
Yeah.
He taught me to sit down and point it down and boom. You do your business and then you get up.
You know, it's really practical, to be honest with you. I mean, there's times at night where I remember as a kid, my dad would complain about me going to the bathroom and just firing right down the thing and just being loud. You know, the pee hitting the water.
The sound of the fucking pressure.
Exactly. And, you know, as a kid, I would try to shoot it out as fast as I could because you got other things to go and do. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, because it's funny you say that, because just in the last week, I had to have my boy clean his bathroom because it was starting to smell like piss, because there was that piss was starting to dry and cake in like where the seat attaches to the actual toilet.
In the back?
In the back, yep. Back there. And in the little screw holes in that plastic there. It was just like coated in there. And I'm like, you got to get this.
That's
and this is
gross.
why you got to aim, because it's going to stink. It's going to smell. And so hopefully by making him clean it up now, he's going to get better. I doubt it.
Here's a little piece of info for you, because I know you don't have girls. Obviously, you live with a girl, but I doubt she does this. My kids are in such a hurry to go to the bathroom that they just sit down and they fucking piss, right? Mm-hmm. And I am shocked at how many times I will find droplets of piss hanging on the underside of the seat when I lift it up to clean. That's a drop here, a drop there. I'm like, what the fuck? You have pussies. How is this even happening? What's the spray pattern?
Is it because they spray so hard? They try to force it out so quick? I mean, kind of like me when I was a kid?
I think. Or they hold it for so long that they sit down and it's just like... Every time my wife goes pee, I'm like, are you okay? I'm shocked at how loud it is when she pisses. Because I imagine that's what it sounds like when a cow takes a piss in a pasture. Because it comes out of their ass, basically, into a puddle. Because I saw the movie Son-in-Law. They talk about, oh, the cow pissed on his head. And that's what it sounds like when my wife goes pee. It's just an atrocious volume of bodily fluid spillage. You would swear she was a guy standing up. Or that she was standing on the seat, hovered 3 feet over it, trying to shoot like it's target practice. And she's gearing up for some sort of, like, weird female gladiator games at the next Lilith Fair.
I was thinking of some type of Olympics, yes.
Ah.
That's kind of crazy. No, I guess I could say my wife is not allowed pisser, and I'm okay with that. Although she still does the thing where, so we've got multiple bathrooms in our house, right? We've got 2 upstairs in the bedroom areas. We've got our master bath, and then we've got like the guest bath, and then we've got the one downstairs, which is basically my son's bathroom. You know, the one he uses to shower.
The disgusting one.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have the one way downstairs, which is a half bath, just like a toilet off the game room. But my wife will still make me go downstairs if she has to take a shit. She doesn't want me in the room or like even like in the bedroom while she's in the master bath or something while she's going to lose her guts. She just doesn't want me to hear that. So I like the fact that she wants to keep that mystery going yet.
The mystique of not knowing what it sounds like.
Exactly.
Well, my wife won't let me hear her go poop. But our bathrooms butt up to each other and they share a common wall.
Okay.
So sometimes if I know she's going in there and she makes it sound like it's an emergency, which since she had the boy and had her gallbladder out,
I can imagine.
there's a lot more emergencies.
Yeah.
But I will sit
You
there.
can't handle grease as well and stuff like that, yeah.
I will kneel down onto the floor and put my ear towards the vent to see if I can hear her pooping. But to combat that, she will turn a song on her phone and the fan on, which is not fair because I like to hear people shitting.
I was wondering where this
and
was going.
giggle about it. I love the sound of somebody getting diarrhea that's not me. That's funny. I will giggle. If I'm in a bathroom, especially a public bathroom, and I hear somebody come in and get diarrhea, or they were in there when I came in and they get diarrhea, I will laugh my ass off. And I told Ivy this and she told me it's fucked up. I will pretend to leave knowing that they're waiting to finish shitting because it's going to sound gross until someone's gone that's in there. And then I let the door close and then they let loose and then I make a comment and then I leave. Just to fuck with them.
Where were you all those years I worked at Menards then? Because, that's kind of what it was. I remember there were times where I kind of held it in because it was going to be an eruption and I knew I was just going to blast a tuba horn pretty much, you know, and you wait for that person to walk out just so you do have kind of the freedom. You almost own the space then. You know what I mean? You're completely relaxed and you can just let it fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy hearing strangers make sounds in the bathroom that are comparative to somebody pouring a pot of chili into an empty basin.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and you need to work in an office then or something like that because that was another place where you'd be already in there and somebody would come into the stall right next to you and just lose it. Just, groans and ugh. And the thing that I did not like about that, I don't know where you take the
joy in
the
it?
joy of that, because of the smell. Sitting in that stall right next to him, man, it's gonna hit you at some point. And
not a problem because I know that they feel better now.
That's very
and
nice
their release of that discomfort means they've gotten the poison out and entertained me. So I feel better when they feel better.
Oh.
The smell, it's nothing. It's nothing because
It's
for
only air
those
that's
few
been trapped
seconds
inside them for a day.
those few seconds when they are actually losing it are some of the most honest seconds of everyone's day.
That was gonna be one of my first comments about how it's probably one of the most enjoyable things. Like, you feel so good afterward, like when your stomach's been hurting, like you say, you're gonna lose it, you got diarrhea or whatever, and you finally get it all out. You're right, you feel absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I used to say that finally taking a piss after holding it for a super long time was almost orgasmic, and it really is. That sense of relaxation and relief. If you've had to hold it for like forever and then you finally go, your body almost goes through the same exact type of physical sensation.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I take a shit so violent that I can't sit down for a while afterwards without feeling like my asshole's just taxed.
Yeah.
But it's got kind of a tingle, and I have for years referred to that as an assgasm.
Okay. Yeah.
You just I took a shit and I feel like I shouldn't sit down for a while. I thought it was just me until many years ago, the brother of a guy I worked at Menards with, who I ended up being in a band with, he's like, I just took a shit, but I feel like I shouldn't sit down. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I have a term for that. It's called an assgasm. You just pooed so hard and your body's so happy and it worked your butthole. It's probably fucking blinking like a cyclops in a rainstorm right now.
Yep.
It's a thing of beauty.
It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, you have to enjoy it.
But all my girls enjoy the poop humor, but I think I've imbued that on them.
I don't think there was any way they could get away from that.
Well, fair enough.
And they might as well just laugh.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
I've been very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it. Take that dick. Take it. Sean, you fucking love this cock. Take. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something. Congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the book of Blumpkin.
When I was younger, my dick shot cum like a redneck in a watermelon seed spitting contest. Now, it just dribbles jizz like an old man puking in his sleep. 18 years ago, I'd pull out, and girls would close their eyes, mouth, and plug their nose, hoping that the bottom of their tits was the threshold for cum splashes. I'd leave these 9-inch long meandering paths of ejaculate from their mons pubis to their belly button and sometimes up to their boobs. And one time, I shot a load so hard that it hit my girlfriend in the shoulder and then ricocheted off into her hair. She was pissed. But these days, I'm lucky if I can squeeze out a full ounce of jizz and make it beyond her navel. And I don't know what the hell's happened to my body, but apparently I need to start doing Kegels to regain the blast force I had in my youth. I miss the days when my dick could bazooka cum all over the place with reckless abandon, leaving the bed like a war zone. Now it would just be impressive as an adult to be able to leave my wife with a sense of dread, knowing that when I pull out, it could be anywhere, and that she should probably have her glasses on to make sure that she doesn't lose an eye in the process. At least then, maybe she'd respect it more.
Hi, it's the body. Is your feather boa not as fluffy as it used to be? Wink, wink. Huh? I'm here to talk about Blue Chew Chewables. I don't know, these little blue candy things that help you get a boner. And, they have the same ingredients as Viagra. And it comes in discreet packaging, so your neighbors don't know that you're not as much of a man anymore. For just $20 a month, you can join their club, and they'll send you pills that'll make you into a sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me. Use them, and you'll be as much of a man as I was in my film Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe. It's an actual movie, fucking look it up. Did not get very good reviews, and it's more of like a cult film than a Hollywood classic. So, in closing, just go to BlueChew.com to get your boner pills. It'll make your pee-pee hard again, and your wife will stop feeling sexually unfulfilled and wishing that you were an entire team of Filipino soccer players all taking turns on her.
Hello, my name is Yuri. I'm here to tell you ladies about a great new feminine hygiene product called Siberian Splash. Does your baby hatch smell like Ivan Drago's gym bag? Are you able to repel wolves with your queefs? Then try Siberian Splash. It's made from melted down hunks of ice from the Great Russian North, around the areas where we send the peoples to the prisons so that they never come back. And if you use it, then men will want to have sexual intercourse with you, and you can birth them many proud sons that they can then train to be MMA fighters like Fedor Emelianenko. No man wants a woman whose vagine reeks like Zangief's armpit. Siberian Splash. Make your gagoosh fresh like the Great Russian Tundra. Siberian Splash is 30% alcohol by volume. Use with caution.
Greetings, my name is Daisheng. I'm the president and CEO of Angry Dragon Incorporated. Today I come to you with the promise of better vascularity and more stamina. I am speaking, of course, of a new male supplement simply called Bonafuel. Made from a proprietary blend of 13 herbs and spices that I am mostly confident are all natural and will leave your wood so rigid that you can break bones with it. Giggity. I fully guarantee that if you add 2 teaspoons of this powder to any beverage, that within 15 minutes, you'll be fully petrified and ready to enter battle with even the most honorable of foe. Imagine the look on your lover's face when you remove your kimono and present a Bushido blade the likes of which has not been wielded since the times of feudal Japan. Available at all GNC stores or local small-time grocery stores that also sell outdated produce. It's not just fuel. It's Bona Fuel.
When we talk on the phone, you usually have a few drinks in you, so you're a little bit looser. But I think you can still perform with the same level of filth sober. You just have to get over the performance anxiety.
I need enhancements.
Like what? Like you need a couple extends?
Performance enhancing alcohol.
Were you looking for me to like surprise you with a beer? You're looking around like, hey, alcohol?
Oh, no, beer doesn't do it.
It's got to be the hard stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm not looking for like a little 4-inch pocket vibrator. I'm looking for like the giant dildo gun here. I got to really fire it all.
Hang on. Don't you talk about my idea for a dildo gun without crediting me for coming up with the idea for a dildo gun. It's like a Nerf gun, the one where you pump it, and it's got the chambers that rotate and it shoots the balls, except instead of balls, it shoots dildos. Big black rubber ones. It's a crime-fighting tool.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
We've reached the point in the show when it's time to play a game. You will be playing an RPS challenge, and interestingly enough, you will be going up against our friend, Rick James. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin and Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship of the World! So I have Rick James's hands, which I asked him to send me before you got here. So it's just you going up against Rick James. You know the format. It's 5 hands, rock, paper, or scissors, up to 8 if we go into overtime. So without further ado, RPS Challenge. The following contest is an RPS Challenge non-title match between two of my best friends. In this corner, he's wearing a blue shirt and a hat. He never grew to full adult height. Other Neil. And in the other corner, he somehow recently lost enough weight to be lighter than I am, which is kind of perplexing to me, and I feel like I have to get my ass in the gym more often than I already do. Rick James. Hand number 1.
Paper.
You went paper. He went paper. No point. Hand number 2.
Rock.
You said rock. He said rock.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, well, hopefully it ends soon here. Because I only have 8 hands of his, and he's probably not going to answer the phone if I call him. Hand number 3.
Paper.
You said paper. He said paper.
Hell.
Yeah, to fucking tell me about it. Hand number 4.
Rock.
You went rock. He said scissors. So there you go. You're on the board. So as long as he doesn't beat you in this next hand, that'll be an easy win for you.
Da, da, da.
Hand number 5.
Paper.
You said paper. He said scissors.
Ooh, overtime.
You know what that means? Overtime! I haven't got to yell that in a while. So now it's sudden death. Stakes are higher. You really got to pull out the stops here.
Paper.
I haven't even fucking said the thing.
Paper.
Hand number 6.
Paper.
You said paper. He said paper. What the fuck? Okay, this shit's getting serious. This is like a match at WrestleMania where you guys are just neck and neck and nobody knows who's going to win.
Giving the crowd some entertainment.
Hand number 7.
Paper.
You said paper. He said rock. Woo! So that's a win for you.
Take that, Ricky.
Good for you. Fantastic.
At least it wasn't trivia, because I would have mucked it up then.
Possibly. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and Friends. We are on iTunes and on Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com. For original songs, go to soundcloud.com/BlumpkinMusic or to YouTube and search Blumpkin Music. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. Good night.